going on, everybody? How y'all doing today? This is Coach Reg back on deck with some stuff I wanted to talk about that's been on my mind since yesterday. Um, um, you know, y'all know me. Y'all know that I love basketball, and y'all know that um, I just tore my Achilles not too long ago, and one of my biggest motivators that I saw, because unless you see something done before, you don't think it can be done, and Kobe Bryant was a big influence in my life when I was younger and still to this day. I never really get caught up in celebrities too much, and what goes on, nor do I have ever talked about really in celebrities, like, when they passed, stuff like that. But I'm gonna be transparent. A lot of guys follow me on here. I'm gonna be real transparent in this video because I feel like I lost somebody personally, like for real. Like I was crying today. Hope I don't cry in this video. Hopefully the tears are gone. But I mean, celebrities are people too, and the fact that he was trying to do so much for basketball players and his daughter, and rest in peace to her and all the other people that was on the helicopter. You know, this guy really had a serious impact on my early childhood in my life, and I just want to talk about that a little bit because a lot of people like are broken up about this, and including me. This didn't work hard enough if you didn't work like him. The bull was one of the hardest working basketball players I had ever seen. I used to actually copy his moves when I was younger, like he used to copy Jordan. And people used to call me crazy, shooting with no conscience and all that stuff, and doing crazy angles and fadeaways. I used to watch him do it all the time, and we lost a good one today. You know, we lost a real good one today, and damn, yo, this is really fucking me up. You know, and rest in peace to everybody who lost their lives on the helicopter. Was somebody said on my Instagram, why didn't he take a plane or nothing like that? But the simple fact of the matter is Kobe always traveled in helicopters, y'all. He always did. All the time, and things just happen. Nobody expects that to happen. Nobody thinks about it. People die in car accidents more than helicopters by far. And airplanes, you just never know. But you just never want anybody to die, or airplane. But Kobe, man, this dude, he really is a lot of reason why I'm Mr. Intensity today. Why I am so freaking it. Let me tell you where my intensity came from, y'all. Because I had to really think about, this hit me home. My intensity actually came from me playing basketball. That's where my intensity came from. Not from lifting weights, not from doing crazy things on the jungle gyms. My intensity came from playing basketball. And that intensity came from watching Kobe Bryant. Um, the word intensity is how I played basketball. Very like, yo, if you not hard, like if you not wanting to win, don't even fucking play with me. Like you soft. Like, and he used to piss teammates off like I did because I could not handle mediocrity on the floor like it because I'm going in when I play basketball because I watch this man. And basketball is such an important part in my life because I can play and it's my therapy. Basketball is as I'm playing yesterday as hard as I can because I'm back. I'm back almost 100%. And 9 months off the Achilles. Like I'm back. I was balling yesterday, like going in. And what's wild is I just literally spent the money on a ticket to watch LeBron pass Kobe at the Sixers game, Sixers versus Lakers game on Saturday. That was like my birthday present to myself. And I literally I was just talking about him yesterday morning with my homies when we was playing basketball, talking about how he just passed Kobe and who's the greatest and all that stuff. And I was literally just at the damn game, and it's just wild how the day after LeBron breaks his record, now he's gone, along with little mama, along with his daughter. Like, damn, that's fucking tragic, yo. And I was bawling yesterday, and I was bawling this morning, just thinking about the life that he lived. And I'm like, damn, yo, this man went hard body. Like after basketball, he went right hard body into something else, and it makes you think about when you actually like die, you know. And it's not even about whether LeBron would be better than Kobe. It's not even about that. It's just about the life that he lived and how he lived it. Like, it's not about who's better than the other one. It's about how he approached every challenge that he dealt with. Like how he approached being a 17-year-old kid, entering the NBA, and and just the killer instinct. And us as men, a lot of men on my channel, so us as men need to have that, because our children are looking up to us every day of our killer instinct and how we approach our problems in life. And having how he called the Mamba mentality and all that. I'm not gonna get into all the Holly weird stuff and everything right now, and what people with the conspiracy and things of what they say he may have been into or whatever. I don't care about none of that right now. I care about the fact that he's going three children. I'm like, damn, like what if I die? Like what my family gonna do without me being the rock of my family? Like he's the rock of his family. Like if you a man and you got a daughter, or you got sons, and they watching you, like what kind of example are you setting for them? Like while you're here, because you could be dead at any given moment without any, nobody would know. Like you just boom, you're dead. Like just some freak shit that happens. And it makes you think how hard you actually are going. Like everybody knows that they're really going hard to leave a legacy, or just going hard living, or just going hard when they get approached to a challenge. And we know, like, if we're really going hard inherent, like you ask some question like, am I going hard? If the answer is no, then you got to go harder, right? And this man, he epitomized everything, like the intensity that he approached it, and how he's just an assassin of what I always wanted to be when I was a kid, which is why every time we just like we sit in the chairs, we say we shoot something in like trash can, Kobe, like that's just how it was, and the man just had an intense motivation just to want to be great, chasing Jordan. We always got somebody we gotta chase, and this really broke my heart like this really broke my heart. And I had to really think about my life. Like, am I going as hard as I can? And the answer is no. I'm not going as hard as I can. Making too many excuses or whatever it may be. Like, no. I open up I'm like, I'm thinking about, like, how can I connect to more people? How can I have people connect amongst themselves? Not just me talking to y'all talking to y'all too, and like in a group that we could all do this in. You know, I reopened my, like today I was talking to my web guy, like I'm like, I should reopen my old Facebook page that I started in the very beginning of Intensity, because when I started Intensity, I was the trainer, and I just wanted to help people, and that has never changed. But with the opposition that I've been facing and have faced, by trying to help people, and it's been difficult, and maybe I've been letting it get to me too much, and I'm like, wow, this is really going to change a lot of people's minds about how they approach life, because this man approached life with everything he had post career, like right away. And are you going as hard as you can because your children are watching you? And if you die today, will your children say things about you to the level that they say about other people who leave a big legacy? Not to the level of Kobe, obviously, because he accomplished so many things, but I'm just talking about the level that you could accomplish it on. Like, everybody know if they really going in. Everybody knows, like, are you really going in? And the fact that I used to watch this, man, I used to watch literally hours and hours and hours of film of just Kobe. Like, Kobe in my day was my Jordan. Like, Jordan was Jordan, but Kobe was like, he was what I used to mimic and try to impersonate. The footwork, the jump shots, the no conscience, even like the gunning. all that. Like, you got a gun if your teammates ain't playing. Like, so I ain't passing you the ball if you trash. Like, if you trash and you're not trying to work as hard as I am, I'm not giving you the ball back. That's just how I rock. And I adopted that personality, and that's the reason why I call myself Mystery. I had to think about where my intensity back in the day came from. Like, where did it come from? And it came from me playing basketball and how I play basketball, because I'm an asshole on the court. If you like on the other, like, I talk shit like he used to. I'm an asshole on the court, you know. And only reason why is because I want the best out of you. I want to guard the best player. I'm the best player. I want to guard the best player, and I want to shut down the best player. Like, if you're the best, I want to guard you. I want to guard you. Like, because I want to give it my all, both ways of the floor. Like, because I watched that man, and the fact that he was doing so many things. He was writing children's books. He was doing, that ESPN thing. I forget what it's called. Oh, what's that ESPN thing he did? That was dope. And he had the Mamba Academy, and this I'm a baller, and this hit me hard, man. Like, this really hit me hard. And if y'all want to leave in the comment section like your favorite Kobe experience and everything, just so we can look back on the man's life, because he obviously was going too soon. And obviously the people and the other little girl on the helicopter that was along with him, it was him, I think, the pilot. It was a coach that was coaching like softball. It was another lady, a husband, and their daughter. It was 9 people in the whole flight. It's 9 people on the whole flight. Um, and Kobe always traveled in helicopters. He realized that LA traffic wasn't cutting it for him back when he was a player, and he always traveled in helicopters. 9 total people, yes, that was 9. And when Michael Jackson died, I didn't even cry. And not to diminish who Michael Jackson was, it just, and I love Michael Jackson, but Kobe made me a better person in a lot of aspects of my life, just by watching how he just went at people. Like, he didn't give a damn who you was. He wasn't scared of nobody. He'd go right at you. And the way I played, basketball was how he played basketball, because I wanted to be just like him. And yes, I feel like I lost a friend, and with the conspiracy theories, some saying that you're 100% sure he's not dead. Like, yo, bro, I want to be 100% sure he's not dead too. Like, when I first heard it, man, I was like, nah, that's some bullshit. That's some TMZ nonsense, and it's just some fake news and everything. And I just waited around. And I just kept on scrolling, and then more reports, more reports came out, and I'm like, man, it's going on. Like, what? I was just at the game the other day. We were just talking about him this morning. How is this man going? You know what I mean? Like, how is this man? It's called detail. Detail. And I actually was just listening to an interview he just did with this other guy. I forget the guy's name. The guy's a businessman. And the man was just so intelligent. Like, he's what you want to be, like, mentally. Like, the man was, it wasn't like he was just a great athlete and a ball player. The man was smart too. He had so much to give. And every single time he was around people, you always saw him pouring into people. A lot of athletes that we watch, that we look up to, they don't pour into people. They're selfish. They don't just give them all the knowledge. They don't, there's nobody wants them to pass them. But Kobe, you always saw when he's talking to somebody, he's always giving them info. He's always trying to break things down. He's always studying. He's always trying to pour in. He's always trying to, break down every aspect of everything that he's ever into. And that's all you want to be as a man. You want to be always reaching to be the better version of yourself. You always want to be attacking life with just sheer intensity and just that mentality. You just want to be that, and to know he approached it like that, and that he's gone, with such quickness like that, that you got to live a little stronger too. You got to live with more intensity. You can't be making excuses. You can't be, you got problems. We all got problems, but how do you approach those problems? Do you approach those problems with I can't handle, or how are we gonna get this? How are we gonna fix this mentality? And lately, a lot of problems that I've been approaching have not been with like sheer intensity. It just hasn't. I gotta be real with myself. Like live, I don't care. I gotta approach them a little bit more because it, there's no excuse. You can figure it out. Problems push you to greatness if you push through them. You know, and through this through this Achilles injury and this rehab that I'm going through, it's been the hardest rehab ever. Out of all my injuries, that's like the only reason why. The only reason why I tore my Achilles is because I taught my body to have a high pain threshold like Kobe. I used to watch Kobe and AI play through injury at like Kobe playing with broken fingers and all kinds of stuff. He used to he tore his twisted his ankles. He strapped it right back up. He'd be out there. And the only reason why I played through injury and always have is because I watched Kobe play through injury, which is probably why I tore my damn Achilles. But when I tore my Achilles, you know, I realized how he came back in the first. I remember when he came back the first game. He took Matt Barnes to with the right hand and he did a reverse dunk coming back from Achilles after everybody said he was done. And that's all I ever think about when I come back off my Achilles, like how I'm gonna come back dunking when people think I can't do that no more, and how I lost my athleticism and all that. Because before my Achilles, I was very, very athletic, and I'm slowly but surely getting that back. And the way I've been playing these past couple of weeks, every single week I get better and better and better. And this weekend I was fucking them up. I was scorching everything. And now me and my homie made a pact, like, yo, my other homie, he's like a mirror of me when we play ball, because we the best, we all play against each other. And we made a pact. We're going, for the next month, we're going to play with even more intensity than we always do. So I pray whoever guards me, I don't care about the Achilles. My shit feels great now. I'm not 100%, but damn it, I'm getting there. And it's because I saw him, get over that with all his rehabs and coming back. He tore his Achilles and, broke a bone in his knee. And so many injuries. Like my finger looks like this because I played with a broken pinky because I watched Kobe. See my finger right here? It ain't healed right still because I played literally with a broken pinky because I said, fuck this pinky. I'm playing, because I used to always play through injury, and still I play through injury. I play hurt, and I taught my body to have a high pain threshold. I don't feel pain like average people. I don't, because I taught my body to say that I love this game too much to just stop. Like in order to stop me playing basketball, I'm gonna be in a wheelchair. Simple as that. And a lot of y'all fellas out there feel the same way. And a lot of y'all, the way y'all live, just a real man is going to push through whatever he got to push through to get it done, because he knows his family, his children are watching him, but not just because of that, because he wants to change people for the next, And Kobe, everybody tried to, how the media tries to pit, black men against each other, like, LeBron's in Kobe's house. What is Kobe thinking? Kobe's jealous. When it comes down to it, I believe that Kobe just wanted LeBron to do well. Kobe knew he was done. He knew he was retired. He knew all that. And he was like, yo, I just want LeBron to do well. I want him to win because they were actually friends. And people wondering, like, how come LeBron hasn't posted on social media? Because that man probably heartbroken. That man broke his record. He probably heartbroken. He probably, like, he probably don't got energy to post on social media right now. A lot of cats. Not everybody don't run to social media when something bad happens, especially if they know the man personally. If a family member of mine died that I was close to, like the last person I remember that I was close to that died was my cousin Tony. He was murdered, and he was the closest thing I considered to be a brother. And if I was heavy on social media, I wouldn't be on there like as soon as he died posting. Like, I'm mourning right now. And a lot of people, yesterday with the NBA games, these guys had to mourn while they were playing. That shit's tough because we forget that even though they're $1 million athletes, they're still people with actual feelings. And people say, well, why are we not talking about people like on a flight? Like, we didn't know them, but rest in peace to them, because there were not just one family impacted. There was thousands and millions of people impacted by this, And I feel bad for everybody that died in that accident because nobody deserves to die like that. I can't even imagine to think with the last thoughts that went through these little kids, little girls' heads that that died in the helicopter. Like this shit is terrible, terrible, man. And like I was eating at the time when I found out when my mom called me. I got sick to my stomach. Like this is terrible, because the man, it seemed like he was he had finally given his family time, the time that they wanted, and he was dedicating it to putting it and pouring it into them. Like his oldest daughter, she plays volleyball. The little mamba was just like him, so he traveled everywhere with her. Like you could tell, like when you got that kid that's just like you, like that same mentality, got that same BC genetic code, it's just like you just resonate with them more. Like you love all your children, but that kid that's just like you just resonate, and you could tell she was like him. She had that dog in her like him. Have you ever seen her play? You ever seen her play? Watch her old videos. Like, like she was gonna be something great. And when you see somebody lose their life to that type of tragedy, it's like you feel so bad, like because she hasn't even lived her life, and you just knew with a dad like that pouring into her, she was gonna be great. You just knew it. You just knew like, yo, that's gonna be little mom. But like everybody's like, how come he didn't have a son? You didn't realize that was his son. She just was a girl. That was his son, and he traveled everywhere with her because that was the one I got one of my sons I resonate with more than the rest of my kids. He's just like me. He's the killer. He's a dog, just like me. He's my baby boy, and I resonate with him more. Like I'm a parent. I'll say it. You parents like to talk about it, but I resonate with my youngest. I love all my kids, but we love our children in different ways. And when you see a child that has certain attributes of you that were the best attributes of you, you just like, damn, like I love that. Like that shit make you proud. And my youngest son is the dog I am. Like when it comes to sports, when it comes to trash talking, he just he gets me. I tell my son like, I can't get old until y'all pass me. I was talking to him the other day because my oldest son plays for middle, like he made the middle school. Like we just moved in a new area, and he made the middle school basketball team because he's good as well. And he doesn't have the dog, so I gotta teach him how to have that dog in him. And I would act, they had off last Friday, and he did bad in the basketball game, and I'm intense on the sidelines, but I'm not going to embarrass him. I'm just intense, and I say, yo, we get up at 5 a.m. and we going. I pour into my sons heavy, and my not my daughter as much because she don't live with me, but when she sees me, I pour into her. I feel like that time's going to come more when she gets older. I'm just going to be consistent in her life because she don't live with me. But my sons who live with me, I pour into them often, and I tell them the truth often because family members of theirs, like their mother and things, they don't see her, and I pour into them. I take them to the gym. I took them to the gym 5 a.m. and we worked out hard, and at the end of the day, if you're a man or a woman and you're not pouring into your children for the next, you better think about what you're doing. Think about how you're pouring into your seeds. Think about it because you could be gone and everything that you left is all you're going to leave. And a lot of us don't appreciate the actual present. Like when you're with your family, like you beefing and you're not telling them you love them, and then boom, they dead, and you can't even make that right no more in this realm. Maybe the next realm, because I know what both realms are looking like. The dead, like the spiritual realm, and this realm, I know what they're looking like, but most people don't have that kind of connection to both realms at the end of the day, from my experiences. But, we just don't know how short life is. And this really got me thinking about everything, and people die every day, but this one really impacted me because I looked up to him. I wanted to literally be like Kobe. I used to say I'm coming out of high school like Kobe, all that stuff. I wanted to be like Kobe, and not, even though those dreams of mine didn't happen, they manifested in other things. They manifested it to doing other things, to Mr. Intensity, all from the way I played basketball. And all my friends who I played basketball with know why I call myself Mr. Intensity, because I'm a motherfucker intense dude on the floor. I am intense. I am snapping on the floor. Because if you're not giving your all like I am pissed. And if I'm around you and we're friends, I can't be around you as a friend if you're not giving your all and you're making excuses in life. Everybody who I work with when I used to be like a trainer, they all doing great things now because I don't accept that shit. Like you just can't be around me. And then I'm listening to interviews, people who knew Kobe, and they was around Kobe, and they say like when he was around people, he'd check your chin if he found you was making an excuse for that too, because you don't know him personally. You just know what people say about him personally, and then you think like, wow, it was every aspect, and you realize how you developed, and you just think like this guy had a great impact on more people than it's just deeper than basketball. Basketball is actually the least important thing. It's the approach of life. And when you approach life with intensity, everything that you go into will be approached with an assassin killer like mentality. I don't care if it's the job at Keiko's or sweeping the floor at a construction site or running a Fortune 500 company, whatever you're doing. If you're not approaching that with 100% intensity, then you're not living to the fullness of your potential. And I just had to think about that, overnight. And my favorite Kobe dunk. I'm gonna say how my favorite Kobe experience. My favorite Kobe dunk, because I was a Sixers fan when I was younger. I'm not anymore, but I was a Sixers fan when I was younger, and it was in 2001. I was actually 18 years old. It was the 2001 NBA Finals against the Sixers, against AI, my boy AI, and it was Brian, was it Byron Scott, whoever at the top of the key, Byron Scott, no, yeah, Byron Scott, I think, no, not Byron Scott, somebody, I forget the point guard's name. He was on TV. I forget his name because he wasn't like a significant point guard, but AI was guarding Kobe. Kobe was behind AI, and he just flicked the pass, and Kobe out of nowhere saw that, went up, got pushed in the back, I think by Mutombo, and dunked it. That shit was nutty, and he got so many dunks. He got so many dunks that are in moments that are memorable. But that was my favorite dunk. My most memorable performance of Kobe's was his not his 81. It was his last performance. It was his 60-point performance because he knew he was going out, and he was going out like a champ. And Shaq challenged him to score 50, and he did what Kobe does, and he scored 60. And Kobe do what he does. He shoots the ball. God damn it, he shoots. Man, he'll shoot. Kobe actually has a record for the most missed shots ever. That means he tried the most to make a bucket, and that means that he was willing to fail the most to be successful. And that's what it means when you shoot, because a shooter always going to shoot. And if you're a real good shooter, you never seen a shot you couldn't miss. And that's how I approach the game. That's how I approach the game in basketball. I never seen a shot I couldn't make. And everybody know, one time I'm 12, I shoot a shot while I'm literally on my knees on the floor because I thought I could make it. That's the belief. And when you, like, for basketball, when you believe in yourself for things like that, as I tell my sons, it resonates to other areas of your life. So I can tell a lot about somebody by how they approach sports. Sports is not just sports, it's life, because the way you compete as a competitor is how you approach life and how you compete for life. So sports is the reason why, like, if you're somebody who doesn't really watch sports and you wonder why people take sports so seriously and so personal, because sports is how you live. I can always, like, when I play ball with people, I can always tell by how they play sports, by how they live life. And normally when I look at their life, if they soft in sports, they probably soft in life too. Literally, that's how it is. Because in sports, you literally are moved by will and heart and adversity. When you're like me in where I play, I'm literally Mr. like blood. Like my blood is pumping. When it's 10-10 and you want game point, give me the fucking ball. Cause I got ice water in my veins. And that came from watching Kobe. And a lot of y'all, maybe one day I'll put up a video of me playing ball. Just so y'all know I'm not just running my mouth here. But people who know me, they know that I'm telling the truth at the end of the day because I watched Kobe. I knew Jordan was the greatest ever that played, but I watched and wanted to be like Kobe. And then I watched how he approached life. My man spoke three languages, and he was about to just like he was starting to learn German. And the man, wasn't like engulfed with just being Kobe Bryant as a basketball player. He wanted to do other things, which a lot of NBA players don't want to do. They just live off of their names they create as a basketball player because they just, I mean, they don't think maybe they can live other lives. And the man just did other things right away, like right away, because he made plans. And it just spoke to how intelligent he was. You could hear when he spoke in detail how he analyzed the game. He was a student of the game, a student of life, and you could tell by how his relationship with his daughter. Like I want my relationship with my daughter to be like that, because my daughter's a little athlete. Like she killing in gymnastics. She a little athlete, and I want my relationship with my daughter to be like that. Now like I want my like it's just like you could see how she looked at him, and you could see how he looked at her, and it was a relationship that every man strives to want with his daughter because that was little Kobe. He had other kids, and we didn't get to see but one grow up, which is the oldest, but that one was like him. That one was like him, you know. And I feel so bad for the wife and the oldest daughter and the two little ones because they just got here. They didn't really get to know their dad, And he gave the NBA 20 years, and he was ready to give his family the rest of his life. And then he was only able to give them two, and now he's gone. Not all that Hall of Fame, and like his family, the man's family, you know. Like he did, like I heard he didn't have the great relationship with his parents. Like I hope they messed that out before he died. You know, I hope they messed that out because you never know when you're gonna lose a loved one. Like if you beefing with any of your loved ones right now, like yo, call them right now and just talk to them. Like yo, like I want to like if you like I'm gonna be honest. After I have someone call my pops, right? Because me and my pops don't have the greatest relationship right now. Like it's just like I gotta start reaching out to him or whatever. But we just don't have the greatest relationship right now, and I don't want to be dead and him regret that he didn't reach out to me more, and I don't want him to die and me regret that I didn't reach out to him more. And you know, I'm gonna talk to him and tell him I love him, and and we're gonna try to do something. We're gonna try to build something, because he's not close to my kids, for whatever reason. Like we're not like my dad was close to me. He was there when I was a kid, but and I'm not gonna get too personal with it, but I'm gonna reach out to him. And we're gonna build that relationship because, I heard that him and his dad and his mom, they weren't close and were like on and off, and I just hope they mesh that out because you just don't want to die or to have somebody die that you were beefing with, never get to hash that out or never get to build a relationship because life is just, death is certain. We all going to die. It's only a matter of how. All of us are going to die. One day, somebody's going to be watching these videos and I'll be dead, and it's how you lived at the end of the day, not how you died. And let's not focus on how he died. Let's focus on how he lived and take all the good aspects from how he lived, how he approached life, how he approached basketball, how he approached family, how he approached friends, how he approached pouring into people, how he approached investing in businesses and these things that us black men want to be. Or if you're not black, you should want to, invest in yourself. If you're working for somebody and you're not investing in yourself, you got to find a way to do it because there's a way out there where you can actually do it, people. There is a way that you can do it. And this is the thing about a lot of things. And it's a reason why things happen. We don't know the reason why things happen, but there's a reason why things happen, and maybe there's a high purpose to this. It has to be. We don't understand the way the universe works, but everything works in the universe in divine order. We just don't understand how. We can't even comprehend how people could just die, but people die every day, and good things come from death all the time. And let's just focus on something good coming from the death of this man and his child and these other people that we really didn't know much of. But I hear that these people also were significant in their realms as well. and other people that knew those people are also hurting as well. And another little girl who also was on the basketball team was also on that flight too. So let's focus on the good things about Kobe and not too much of the bad. Let's stop focusing on too many of the conspiracy theories, because in the beginning I focused on a lot of the conspiracy theories about a lot of the stuff, and as I sat in deep thought, I was like, yo, fuck all them conspiracy theories and all that Illuminati, Luciferian. That's what I want to focus on. At the end of the day, you know, that's the reason why I'm Mr. Intensity. At the end of the day, and I want to focus on that. So I decided to look back, and like that's why I opened up my Intensity Fitness United group, where we can chat amongst each other, because a lot of us as men need to talk amongst each other, and a lot of us, when we're in nutrition, when we're in spirituality, when we're talking about mental health, we don't have a place where we can just talk. Not just me giving y'all advice. Maybe y'all are subscribers to me, where y'all can help each other out on this group. And I never thought about doing a Facebook group until now, but I've done one before, and it's been up. So when y'all go on the Intensity Fitness United group, which is actually in the description now, you will see all the videos that I used to do back in the day when I was a trainer. Like from 2000, this is back from 2014, y'all. This is back before I was where I was. Just so y'all can understand, the journey was always mystery. I was all people, like, this wasn't just out of nowhere. It took me years to get where I'm at, and it's going to take me years to get where I'm going. And it's the way I approach life. And I want y'all to join that group, because maybe y'all can link with each other and talk to each other and build friendships with each other. And this road is not meant to be a lonely road. Us are iron, but we're around people who are dull, and we have nobody to sharpen us. So we got to find solitude and joining these private pages to talk to each other. So I'm inviting everybody to join my Facebook page, Intensity Fitness United. It's a group where we can talk to each other, not just me. Because maybe some of y'all, and I'm guaranteeing a lot of y'all, have tools to help me as well. And we help each other, we continue to grow. If one helps just one, one helps all, it doesn't work that way. You got to help me too. I need your help as well. And Kobe didn't just pour into people. People poured into him. He took everything that he got. People like Magic Johnson and Jerry West, and everybody he was around. Even LeBron. I know he learned from everybody he ever was around. He probably even learned from his kids. Just about just everything. And when you're too in your ego to learn from other people who you feel like haven't accomplished as much as you're not going to grow, because everybody has something to offer. Every spirit has something to offer. If you talk to me, yo, I'm just, if you got advice for me, I'm willing to hear it too. I'm always open to learn. I'm an open book. And this man passing really hit me hard. And you know, like a family member. Everything he taught me, I'll never forget, and I'll live with even more intensity, because that man's not going to die in vain. If one of the reasons why he dies to help other people live with more intensity and hard work ethic, shit, I'm going in, you know, and yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all I got for today. So besides that, if y'all want to join it and y'all want to talk amongst each other and just talk about your favorite Kobe moments, or is there anything that you know about health and nutrition that I don't know about? I'm not the end all be all with health and nutrition. There's a lot of shit I don't know. You can fill a book with things I don't know. And there's things y'all can help each other out with. Maybe the best intermittent fasting regimen that worked for you, or the best supplement that worked for you that maybe I don't have or sell, whatever it may be. I don't sell every supplement ever sold in the world, but there's maybe things that I don't know you can help me out with, and I want y'all to join that group to be able to do that, so we can talk and really build community, because that's what Facebook was founded off of: community and having like minds of the things that we all like and talk about. And when you deal with health, nutrition, and spirituality in this world of being unhealthy, being not too spiritual, and not talking about mental health, a lot of us are alone, and we don't have people to talk to. And if you're a man, you're even more alone, because you don't really want to talk to your boys that that pretty much probably won't understand what you're really going through inside of here, which is why mental health is a big thing amongst men that we don't talk about, and I think that we should. So besides that, I hope that I didn't talk too long on here, but I was just, this is my heart, this is how I feel, and you know, a man can feel emotions. A man, it's okay for you as a man to cry, because I did several times this morning and several times yesterday, because this man really impacted my life truly, and it's the reason why I'm Mr. Intensity. So besides that, I love y'all. I'm gonna see y'all soon to the next video. Peace.